you waiting, but the food ain't good and fun to cook. So started doubting, but you know it's going in the books. Hey, hey, I know you fucking with the shit. Hey, hey, I know you fucking with the click.
What up, how's it going, guys? Tony Slumz, producer, writer, engineer. I'm right here again with the homie.
What's happening, Omar? Welcome back.
We're back, man. I Ate Music Podcast. I don't even know what episode we're in. What episode?
I think 116, bro.
116.
Yeah,
nice.
116, yeah. I think.
I know everyone's going through everything. I know we're going through everything. Just shouts out to everybody out there, man. Stay healthy, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and don't cough in people's faces.
Yeah, man. That's true. What do you think? How you doing, Slumz? How's everything?
I'm good, man.
We haven't really talked either, like as far as the 3 months.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah, just been texting back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's been odd. Like, right. You know what I mean? It just has been. Yeah. You know, especially because we're used to sitting in the same room. We're used to saving our conversations for when we meet up for the podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think because it was like, all right, well, when we get there, we'll talk about it. When we get there, we'll talk about it. When we get there, we'll talk about it. It's like, nah, I don't want to waste any. And it's sad to think like that, but it's like, I don't want to waste any conversation just yet. Because me and you, our dynamic is based off around this.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like we look forward to something. You know, also during the podcast during the week, we look forward to meeting up. You know what I mean? That's the shitty part about it.
Yeah, man. Oh, and by the way, happy Father's Day, man.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. You know what I mean? Every day is Father's Day.
Right?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was gonna ask you too, but what do you think? Do you think should we do this Zoom stuff, or should we say risk it and meet together? I don't know. What were you thinking? We risked it last time, but it wasn't not a big deal.
It was at the beginning of it, and it was still kind of where we weren't really sure about how or what was going on or anything like that. I'm honestly good either way.
Right.
At this point right now where we're at, I've already had a few sessions here in the studio, and they only last 2 hours either way because I don't know, it's a weird rule. It's I only want to work if we're here to work, and I don't want to go longer than 2 or 3 hours, which is basically our podcast is. So I mean, right. I'm down, for the next one or whenever we start setting it up to link up and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in the promo you said we were late, because we are late. We are late to the Zoom stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what if things get back to normal?
Yeah.
We could just do a podcast,
Exactly, man.
But also, I'm not in town, so I'm like, well, this is going to work out too as well.
Yep, and I got my hermits. I got my sanitizer right here on deck, ready to go.
So you're having people over? You're having artists over?
Here and there, yeah. I've had Leon the Prophet roll through, Youngmanners, just the standard, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot, yeah. And even with them, it's really just quick sessions. Still doing the Payday series. Yeah. It's just it's when this is what we do, it's always hard to kind of take a break from it.
Right.
Or it's easier to take a break, but it's hard when it's forced on you to take a break, where it's like, yo, that's it.
This time was forced.
For you guys, exactly.
For everyone. Right. But you're still going at it. But is it hard to release music right now?
No, it's hard. It feels, or at least for me, it feels I never want to be tone deaf.
Yeah.
So I'll release the shit. I released Last Call on the 1st,
right,
on June 1st, 6-track album. But literally that's when the whole George Floyd thing popped off. And the last thing on my mind was, hey, yo, listen to my album. No.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah. So I did 2 tweets and a story, and that was it. And then I just left it at that. And I'm like, y'all hear it when you can hear it. And, whenever it's there, it's out. Last Call.
Which is dope, by the way.
And that's why I took a break from the Payday series for the 15th, because I was just this month has been crazy, man.
Yeah, the whole 3 months has been crazy. But even with the whole promotion, you see how it's weird. It's weird to promote right now.
It feels weird to promote if you're only promoting your shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's you don't want to come off tone deaf. I understand, you're creating music, you're creating content, but you don't want to be everyone's yelling, screaming, and you don't want to just be hey, by the way, look at this. And it's yo, but you didn't say anything else about anything else. So either you're ignoring it, you're tone deaf to it. You're pretending it's not really going down, and you're just saying like, "Hey, yo, look at me!" Like, nah, man, come on.
Right.
So, like, yeah, it's just it's.
I mean,
tricky.
at the same time, it's like also like trying to get away from everything. That's what I've been trying to do, man. I mean, as far as like it's there, but I'm also trying to like get away because entertainment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, fuck, this is too much, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need my
you have to take
my
care
music,
of
my everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and
I was like, nah, it's weird. Like I said, it's weird. You know what I mean? It's a tricky. It's a conversation. It's like, fucking wow.
It is because at what point are you being like, yo, I just need to take a break. I just need to not get on the internet. I need to not watch the news. I need to not engage this conversation. I just need to find my balance again. But does that come off as arrogant or ignorant? You know what I mean? So it is it's just rough, man.
It is.
It's odd because you never want to, like, we're Mexican, we're brown, so it's Black Lives Matter. We understand that, we know that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
because we've gone through it.
As much as we've gone through it, we haven't gone through it, and it's just and you can't compare suffering. That's the last thing you want to do is compare suffering. Like, oh yeah, but this happened to me and this happened to me. It's just, you should never compare suffering. You should just be like, yo, that's fucked up. What do I do?
Exactly.
Share it, retweet.
Exactly. Because it is fucked up.
It is.
It is fucked up. That's the main thing.
It is, man. And I know prior to this, we're not going to talk politics. And prior to this, we didn't really have like a meeting before what we were going to talk about. But again, to not talk about it, it's ignorant.
It's heavy. It's a heavy subject. Like, we are coming in pretty heavy. But we have to talk about it. Yeah. Right. You
have to. And if we're talking about that in terms with music, then yo, it might be fucked up, but I'm loving the music that's coming out.
Right.
You had Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye. They dropped hard. Run the Jewels 4, hard. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo, hard. Like, there's so much good music coming out right now, and it's heavy with content, and it's dope. It's hella. I know Wale dropped some new shit too, which was hella hard. It's just one of those. Anderson .Paak dropped the single.
Lockdown. So the lockdown is for you guys as artists. Like, it's kind of cool, like, because you're able to work in a way, because you're stuck in there.
Yeah, you're able to get some stuff, but a lot of times, I mean, and that's where it gets misconstrued, is that, oh, well, you're in your studio all day, and it's like, yeah, I am, but I make my best music or my best art when I'm around other people.
Okay.
You know, it's the same as, I'm sure, with you. Like, you get more inspired when you're able to collaborate or just be around someone.
No doubt.
You know, you can feed off ideas and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Like, this radio shit, like, I took a break from this too, like, focus on the podcasting stuff, getting back to the arts, getting back to creating. That's what I'm doing. I was like, man, I'm going to focus on, I want to, create more, make some more music. I was like, what did I get into this podcast for? Oh, to make it fun, to be fun, to be fun. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There it is. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm too focused on the business side of it, which is good. I'm still focused on that too as well. But more I'm going to focus on the audio, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's back to the audio and creating audio, focusing on this bullshit. Like, this is where it's at. This is what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. We're all taking steps back to what, like, we're getting really nostalgic, or we're looking back at what got us into where we're at. Where it's like, oh man, why did I even get into music? Me was sampling, so I started going back on a lot of samples. I saw you start playing the guitar again, and I'm like, fuck yeah, man! Like, that shit is,
that, and like looking back at my work, I was like, okay, well, I want to start writing more. Fucking just recording more the shit that I like. You know what I mean? I miss not going on tour.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, we should have gone on tour.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no.
And it's like one of those things where you start looking at, damn, like, what was my motivation there? What was I doing there? And why did I stop doing that?
Right.
And it's like, dang, like, why did I stop sampling? Oh yeah, I had too many people telling me that I couldn't get a placement, or they were going to take my money if I get a placement with sampling. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I love sampling. I make some of my best beats with samples, man. And I went back to that.
And that's some of the dope music, though, sampling. Like, early morning on K Street, that's a sample right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck.
That one was, it was fun. I mean, the lyrics came from a hard place. Came from fucking
For your girl? Is that for your lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole album's for your lady?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, so like Last Call is a semi-attached to Open Bar, and when I did Open Bar back 2013, like I was drinking a lot,
Yeah.
and that we as artists we have that shit where, especially when we're like we have our vices, we're like, no, the vice makes me like this, like drinking makes me like this, like smoking brings the art out of me, and I was using drinking as that crutch where it's like, nah, I can't really do music unless I'm getting faded or I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
And Karina was the one who was like, nah, like that's a cop out.
Take a break.
Yeah. If you're a real artist, you don't need alcohol. You don't need to be fucked up every time.
Right.
So it took me a while to get back to writing. I would still like write for, features here and there, but like actually writing a full length album, even though this one was only 6 tracks, I didn't think I could do it. And some of the tracks that are on there are old verses that I wrote from back then, but just
recycle the ones you recycle. Yeah. That always helps.
Done right in my eyes. Like, all right, I know this was good then, but I know I can make it better now.
Yeah, and this is a part of a series. Right? The Last Call. Is that what you're saying?
I put a part of Payday. Yeah, I put a part of Payday.
But as far as your albums though, the Last Call.
It was the end of Open Bar, so it's just like a duo one. Yeah.
So it's like your hurrah to drinking, like peace out.
Yeah, I'm done. Like that's it. I'm gonna give you as much of me as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Without the flowery metaphors or anything like that. Like, yo, this is what it is. Like 606 Flaming, I'm talking about my parents. And bad habits, I'm talking about literally my bad habits, biting my fingernails, fucking social media, all that shit. So
damn, you're just expressing yourself, huh?
I mean, I just needed to get it out of my fucking system, man.
Hey,
Because now I'm trying to focus more on like what Matters you're gonna start doing, what Milio's doing. I know Paz is still writing. He's working on some stuff with.
What you mean by what Matters Mills is doing? Like Freddie Merc or
more projects? Yeah. Well, okay. Freddie Merc's out. We're thinking about doing a video, and then Manners has. Just wait for it.
All right. Yeah.
He's got some shit. Yeah, he's got some shit.
Yeah.
No, I got you. I'm gonna keep you in the know.
Fuck yeah. I'm waiting for Manners too. I'm waiting for a lot of people. I'm surprised a lot of people aren't dropping a lot of shit right now. You notice that? Locally, if we're talking local.
I think because I don't think a lot of people know how to formulate the thoughts that are going on right now. Like I grew up in underground rap of like this type of shit, this caliber of like, let's talk about what's going on. Let's be completely raw and let's let people see all our vulnerabilities. Let's talk shit about, the system. So I'm excited. It's sad and it shouldn't be, but I'm excited for the content of music that's out there because I grew up on this shit. I grew up on Rhyme Sayers, LP, Def Jux, Run the Jewel shit, old school Killer Mike.
The
so
political aspect.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like this is hard, and I see the transition of what music is going into, and I don't know. It's just when you're forced to say something, sometimes you just don't want to say anything, or you just don't want to come off ignorant, or you don't know what to say, or it's just like, no, I other people use music as an escape, and it's hard to escape right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking like you had the J. Cole shit, the Snow on the Bluff one that came.
He's getting a lot of shit from that.
He was.
Why though? I was trying to figure it out. I was like, I mean,
because in the middle of the whole song, he decided to say, "I didn't like your tone," to a female who was saying like, "Yo, if you're, and I think that's really what it was. But I don't know. I'm a fucking guy, and I'm a fan of J. Cole, and I'm a fan of No Name, so I'm instantly biased.
And you're a fan of wordplay. Beats.
And I'm a fan of wordplay. I'm a fan of all that stuff, man. So I'm gonna instantly be biased because I'm gonna listen to the song as a whole, and I'm gonna take it in as an artist's expression. I understand that artists will express what they say, and I understand that sometimes it's gonna be taken the wrong way. But because I know what it is to write, I can't take his words the wrong way.
Right. Off the bat, I mean, the beat was good. The beat was good. Yeah, and it came on in the lyrics. I'm like, all right, like So rocking.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And then
spoke.
No Name, and then No Name dropped hers, and then I think dude, so much music dropped.
Yeah.
Like the J Electronic album.
Did you talk about it? We didn't talk about that one?
I don't think so, dude.
No?
I think that was prior to
That's a good album, but fuck
It
that
was
album.
I was a good album. I can say I've listened to like 2 tracks again. The I got numbers on my phone. They'll never call again. Like that's that shit.
I don't know. I mean, we already talked about it, but it was too much Jay-Z. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and you can't say that, but it's too much Jay-Z.
It's too much Jay-Z
It was
because
too much
it's supposed
Jay-Z.
to be a J Electronic album.
Yeah. Like when I heard the intro, I was like, all right, cool, dope. And then I heard kept like same thing, kept hearing him, can't hear Jay-Z.
It was a J Electronica and Jay-Z album without saying explicitly, yo, you're gonna get a J Electronica Jay-Z album.
Yeah, and the Suit and Tie was on there. I'm like, okay, why are you recycling that track or whatever? You know, I was like, all right.
It was never officially released, but it was during like I think that one came out back in the day when everyone was just downloading shit illegally. So
Yeah.
everyone had that track already.
I like that Jay was experimenting the production. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that production was different. I like that. Should have had, what's the name on there too.
Yeah, J Electronic. I think Alchemist even did some shit.
Yeah.
But it's just, man, it's just
a lot of music. Money dropped one too. That one's good.
Money been dropping.
Yeah.
Money been working.
Yeah.
Money's been working.
Those 2 videos that he dropped.
Yeah.
That recently one with the what's the name was pretty good. I got me on my feelings.
Elijah?
Yeah, with Elijah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, that
I heard that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we got another one dropping with him and G on the 15th with the Payday series too.
Money and G?
Yeah, Money and G.
Nice.
I'm excited for that one too.
End of the month? Or July?
July 15th.
July 15th? Okay.
Yeah. And then G Rock has been dropping shit with his new artists.
He's been doing something different too, right? He's been working with a lot of artists from over here, right?
Yeah, he's been opening up more of it and stuff like that. So it's going good.
It's the work, man. It's the work. I've seen it. I mean, I've seen a few. What I'm saying, not everybody.
Yeah,
just you. Mostly just you. Locally, you. I've been bumping your stuff. I see you, and still bumping the Youngmanners. Still bumping the old stuff.
I feel like I'm fucking annoying though, because I stay fucking like, yo, I'm dropping new shit. Yo, I'm dropping new beats, man. Like I know Louis V and Louis Dez, Frank Carter's people. I know they're working on shit. But that they're always working on shit.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has some shit on
the perks of being a producer and being cool with people is, yo, tell me what you think about this shit. And my first thought is release it. Like, I want to share this with everybody, man. Like,
I guess passing tracks together, like still passing tracks, like check this out, check this out.
Yeah, man. That's the beauty of this shit, man. You know
sharing
what I mean?
Production.
It's sharing.
In my head, I'm just like, people just release more, still release more. I'm like, okay, what's music? That's what I was on SoundCloud the other day. You saw me on SoundCloud. I'm like, oh, let me check what's on SoundCloud, and then
someone tweeted Distro Kid killed SoundCloud.
Well, it's true, right?
It's true.
Yeah,
it's very true. Because I'm like, I don't even think of SoundCloud anymore.
Me neither, dude.
It's just I'll put there like some throwaways or like some songs where I'm like, I don't want to go through the steps of like mastering it to put out everywhere, but I feel I need to get it out of my system. So here you go, SoundCloud, take that shit.
What is your main platform? What platform do you like the most that you listen? I mean, like,
I listen to music on Apple Music because I have an iPhone, but I love Spotify. Yeah, I fuck heavy with Spotify.
Right. That's the next thing, huh? Was the whole Joe Rogan thing and everything?
They started picking up the podcasts and stuff like that, which is hella hard. I know Joe Rogan's on there now. Joe Budden, I think they're gonna redo their contract soon.
Right. I love that shit. That whole contract stuff, the whole podcast.
Yeah. Dude, I know. As soon as I'm like, I know Omar over here.
I was hyped, bro.
Ins and outs and shit, man.
Yeah, man, that was fun, dude. But then I was like thinking about our podcast, and I was thinking like, fuck. Well, I'm trying to like upload the podcast like itself, but my RSS feed is like fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that means, but like.
Hell no. I know you told me about it before, but I honestly, like, it's one of the. Isn't that where? All right, so you upload to a site, and the RSS feed spreads it to the other sites.
Yeah, pretty much like what you guys do with music. That's pretty much it, but just like with audio though. But like my old platform that was running my old RSS feed called FeedBurner, like that shit completely fucked up. Like and like they bought it out and it doesn't work anymore. Like, and it just completely messed up. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to mess with it. I'm gonna need a guru who's like really about this art. It's kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a hacker? Not a hacker, but like a
Someone who's
coder.
IT, yeah,
IT,
coder.
yeah, IT, like you said. And I'm just like, man, yeah. So
Well,
I was thinking if we do this, I could restart it like season 6 and upload it on using whatever Kepasa's doing. What's that called? Some other platform.
yeah.
And then just distribute it like that. And the rest, okay, from now on, these episodes are gonna be on Spotify and all that, but you can find it here or whatever. And leave all my other shit how it is.
Well,
That's some other shit, yeah. That's some other shit I was working on as well behind the scenes. It's trying to figure this out, make it more easier for the public, whatever.
Nah, I know what you, and you have to like I tell people, I'm like, look, man, like if people can't hear your music or if people can't find what you're doing, then that's not their fault. That's your fault. You have to make it. You know what I mean? You have to hold people's hands to it until eventually they get hooked, and then they're always gonna be there. But till then, we just have to be conscious.
And there's so much, man. There's so much that's cut on our episodes. Like there's so much content that we talked about, so much audio that you can go back to and edit. That's what I was doing too. And I was going back to editing, promoting. You guys probably saw that, just editing, editing. I was like, all right, until we get back together, then we'll focus on this, Times.
Dude, I know. I seen that though. I seen that. Like you said, dude. Like I've been, and I feel sometimes I feel like I'm like, fuck, man. I'm just focused on my shit. But then, like anytime I see anyone post anything, I get excited. I'm like, yes, like yeah, man, you're coming back, like,
right?
Because I don't know what's going on in people's lives, man. I don't know. That's the reality of it. Is I can't be like, yo, why aren't you posting? Or yo, why aren't you saying this? Or yo, why aren't you like being more vocal with your platform? Or why? Because I don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't have to know what's going on. And it's just we're all. This is brand new.
It is, right? It's like
all
a restart.
Brand new. Yes, bro. There was a whole graduation class that graduated without walking or walking formally.
Right.
I put myself in their shoes and I'm like, I don't know if I'd be able to graduate. You mean to tell me you're gonna send me home where I have a studio? Because at 18 when I was graduating, I already had a studio. I already had a studio set up. I already had all this stuff. So you expect me to go back home and still do homework and still like bitch?
Nope.
Knowing I have Netflix, knowing I have Hulu, knowing I have HBO, knowing I have
YouTube,
friends, knowing I have Next right down the street and I can go get a drink, knowing that I'm an 18-year-old kid with single mentality. I know what I want. Like you expect me to really graduate? Like that is crazy, man. I commend anyone who graduated, everyone who went through school during this shit. Because I cannot even fathom what you went through. I don't even want to begin to think what it is to get to that. And then you have the kids who are stuck at home and they need the parent to kind of guide them, and the parent is unable to because they have work and they're dealing with their own stresses because it's a brand new stress. I've never seen a country shut down for 2 months straight.
Right? I laugh, I smile because like it's history. It's like, oh shit, like it's fucking insane. The way you're saying it, the way you're explaining it, I'm like, yeah. If I was back in the day, I would have been fucking partying my ass off as well.
Bro, dude, all right, let's not even say we were in high school. Let's say that this shit popped off when you had I8 Fest going on.
Right.
You, like we say right now, yo, everyone stay at home, wash your hands, stay safe. I don't know if I would have been smart enough to not go to I8 Fest knowing that you would probably throw it either way.
Yeah.
Because we were, 23, 25?
Right. No, I don't think I would have thrown the I8 though. I would have been aware. I'm talking about high school. If there wasn't going back to the high school example, I would have been partying my ass off, dude, because it's hard to graduate.
Yeah.
Or college. I would have been fucking...
It would have been a completely different level of senioritis.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? I don't even have to go to school? Yeah. Bitch. Catch me.
I'm out.
Watch this. Yeah, man. Like, it's wild, man. So I got to commend anyone who went through this, man, because I don't get it.
No, people losing jobs and shit. What the
fuck? I was right in the middle of like trying to join back the workforce right when this popped up. Yeah, like I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna start applying for some jobs. Boom.
Yeah, man, straight up. We're like, yeah, Slumz, we're gonna fucking the new shift change, a new career. Fuck yeah, let's do this.
Oh, the fuck you ain't gonna work. You're gonna sit your ass right there. You're gonna watch. You're gonna watch Amazing World of Gumball another 100 times because you ain't leaving at all.
Yeah, man, comedy's done, everything's done, concerts are done, shows like that is
But
the trip.
but you still got comedy. I mean, look at what Dave Chappelle did.
Yeah, true.
I mean, but no one could be compared to Dave Chappelle. Like, let's be real. Like, he's a demon.
Right.
Like, he's its own alien. Like, he's its own, like, the shit that he did. I know there's going to be people who might try to copy it. But, yeah, I don't see it happening.
I didn't watch the special. Was it good?
Watch it.
Yeah?
Watch it.
I used to watch it, yeah.
It's not going to be laugh out loud, tickle your ribs funny, but
Yeah.
it's necessary.
Yeah, I
And
heard it's more like a spoken word type.
it's just Chappellean.
All right, I like Chappelle.
Just him talking. You know what I mean? But it did get me excited to see, like, all right, like, I want to know what Chris Rock is going to say. I want to know what Tom Segura is going to say. Even Bert Kreischer, who's like the party guy, I'm wondering what his take's going to be. How's he going to flesh out his jokes?
Is Segura and like Tom, are they doing, or Segura and Bert, are they doing the podcast still?
They're still doing the podcast, yeah.
All this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
See, what's dope about them podcast, the other guys that are podcasting, you know, they got money and they're still doing it. That's what I was questioning when first earlier. Should we keep going? Like, what do you know? Should we get in person? Like, I do want to, I do like shit. Goddamn, I do want to fucking podcast in person. Cause damn, and because they're doing it, I'm like, well, I think we should do it. But then I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, and like I said, we can do it. You know what I mean? We'll have a 2-hour window. We normally wrap up like pretty quickly either way. So, and we're pretty good about keeping our distance. So
yeah, sure.
I'm with it. But at the same time, I know with everything that's going on, you might not be able to drive all the way down. So
that's the thing, yeah.
The Zoom is very it's accessible. Right. It's stress free. I already feel, I already feel, dude, I literally feel right now like we got a good little rhythm going too. So I'm like, I'm not even like tripping.
Yeah,
I'm like, exactly, man. I thought we'd be completely stepping over each other's words.
No. I'm fine with rhythm. Like I would say, as a little, like I say, pause. Okay, like I know it's gonna be a rhythm. It has to be a way of. I was watching videos as well. Watching the videos of people doing Zoom. I was avoiding it, dude. I really was.
I know, dude. I know. Me too. And then I was like, because I think I texted you earlier. I'm like, yo, we could do a Zoom call, and it was met with, yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I know what that is. I do that all the time. I'm like,
not bad, dude. Yeah.
And then
I was scared. I was scared of the Zoom.
Yeah, and then I saw one of your posts where you were like, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. He had enough. He's losing his mind. He's got the cabin fever. Yeah. We're gonna do this now. Like, that's it.
Yeah, man. I was like, nah, fuck this. I have to do something. You know what I mean? Creating. You know what I mean? Doing something. I was promoting guitar, doing something. I don't know. Yeah,
and I'm enjoying the Zoom shit because I'm doing. We were gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again. We did the college dropout series, the Kanye West one, which really it's like not a book club. Anyone's welcome to join. It's like a album book club. So we're gonna listen to albums and then we're gonna talk about it. So
that sounds fun, man. I was like, I'm down for that.
Yeah, man. The Kanye one was dope, but it was literally just me, Danny, and Pounds. Yeah. And I wanted more of a conversation, but I had to reschedule. And once you reschedule one time, it kind of ruins it for everything. But I'm gonna do this one. Watch, it's y'all can see that.
Jay-Z.
Lame. But yeah, we're doing the Jay-Z, the Blueprint series, which is Jay-Z, the Blueprint 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be on July 8th. We're all going to link up via Zoom. Hit me up. It's a Empty Lot IA podcast, and we're just going to talk about the Jay-Z shit, man. And
so what was the conclusion for the Kanye one?
For us, late registration, college dropout, graduation.
Really?
Yeah. Listening back on it, like it was just College Dropout is the classic, because it's the one that introduced us to Kanye. Okay. But late registration was like, to me, was when he just hit that stride of just like, and then you're looking at the production was ridiculous. Like we're talking about Ride Slow, Gone, the one with Cameron, like the features were hard as hell. Like it was just the better album.
The sophomore album.
On second listen, yeah. The sophomore album, to me, to Pounds and Danny, I guess at the time, was like, that's the better album.
Okay.
Now, right off the rip, I'm looking at the Jay-Z Blueprints 1, 2, and 3. Blueprint 1 to me is always the best one. But
Yeah.
it is, when you listen back to an album and you're listening to it as like a collective, it does change because we're actively listening to it. We're not trying to listen to it and just like, oh, I'm gonna wash the dishes or I'm gonna go for a cruise. It's like, no, I want to listen to this like it's a brand new. I want to soak in what I didn't hear before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could
So
listen to the Graduation album all the way through.
really,
Yeah, I love that album. But maybe it's because of the time and era where I was at. It was 07. I just graduated, or 08, 07, 08, I moved to Orange County or whatever. 50 Cent Battle. So I have a connection with that album.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, this album. And then listening back, because I was doing some research because I want to join the Zoom. So listening back, I was like, Graduation is dope. Then College Dropout. And then
late registration on the last.
late.
Dang.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because I always skip late registration for some reason. I wasn't feeling that album.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it was just me though. I don't know. And then the Graduation one was just his experimenting, and he just came out hard. And I don't know.
I didn't like. You see, I didn't like Champion.
Right.
And I didn't like Big Brother.
Really, you like Big Brother?
I didn't like Big's brother. Like I was just like why are you talking to another man like that? Like I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Like it's so weird to me. You know what I mean? And then like late registration, like the production on late registration to me was just bananas. I mean, just ride slow, homie. And then like that one alone is just like, yo, yeah, like and it's just that one is the first one that comes to mind. And then you had Touch the Sky. Dun, 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 dun. Like that one is just like, it's just, yeah, man. Like no, late registration to me it's still
all good though. It's all of them is good. I mean,
but that's the beauty of it. And that's why I want to have these conversations with more people, because I listen to albums like people read books. I dissect them. I want to know more about it. I want to know who produced it. I want to know who touched it. I want to know the behind the scenes stuff. Like,
and Travis Scott. Like I've been into that, digging in that, like the whole album, like the Astral World. I'm like, why did it take so long? This and that. I'm like, okay, now this. I of course the thing about clipping. I remember, the whole thing behind the studio version. I'm like, why? I was like, okay, so he collaborated with a lot of people. Yeah, so
and which always makes it hard because you have to get certain things cleared and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Would you work on an album like that? Like with that much, like like a Kanye or a Travis Scott? Would you work? Like I think I feel with an American, like with a bunch of collaborators, make your own beats, but call it your own beat.
Yeah, a little. I mean, I wouldn't go out the way to say that it's mine. I would say they're all collaborative beats.
Right.
Like right now, speaking of which, I know Merrick sent me some drum loops, and I picked out some samples and I chopped them up and I put them over as drum loops. And to me, like I have, like me and Merrick have a beat project put together right now, a collab project.
Right.
But I would never say, because his drums like are so swingy, and I've never been able to recreate that. For me to say like, oh, that's my beat is just like a lion to me.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because I can't do what he does.
Right.
What
I'm saying is like the Travis Scott though. What I'm finding is like it's a massive producers, a lot of producers, not just one, right? But it's considered Travis Scott's production, right?
Well, because he has a production team. Like there's people who have where it's like, you're all gonna work for me, but you guys are working for my vision, and I'm gonna like oh fuck, the name is escaping me. Well, Dre claimed a lot of beats that they were his, but like Chronic 2001 was Mailman and Scott Storch.
Yeah, Scott Storch, okay.
You know what I mean? But it was Dre's vision. Dre was the one who was producing it. He was the one who was putting everything together.
No doubt. Okay.
Or even like Stronger, the Kanye track.
Yeah.
The Stronger one, Timbaland did the drums on that one.
Okay. That's different. Yeah.
But Timbaland, he's the one who was banging them out on the MPC. So it is one of those things where it's on you to say it. It's on the artist to dictate like, yo, this is my production or whatever it is. But I mean, as long as everyone else in the room agrees like, oh yeah, man, that's your beat. I only did what you wanted me to do. Then that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. Another example would be like the Dreamville when they were in that whole room. like in their house or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably badass too. Imagine that.
Oh my god.
Like for you as a producer with a bunch of loops, a bunch of hip hop. Well, you told me you did that with in LA with a
We
bunch of
wanted
producers.
Julian. Yeah, we wanted Julian in San Diego.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just me, Fabi, and Manners.
Right. No, but like also like in LA, you do trips where you go with a bunch of studios, a bunch of producers.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to hit up as many producers as possible so I can just soak up game.
Right.
I'm not going in there to be like, yo, I'm running shit. It's like, no, I am a student. Yo, let me soak up as much as I can and then, slowly talk.
I bring up the Dream Mode one because that sounds fun. Like imagine just being in a booth, like, all right, I'm gonna go in there and spit this verse, or when he use that beat, when he use that sample, give me that loop.
Like I'm just curious about the verses that didn't make it, and I'm curious about the beats that didn't make it.
Right. That was a really good record for 2019.
Yeah.
One. I love that shit, dude. One of my top for last year for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of people were trying to do it. Like a lot of people were trying to like do. I know, even we were kind of talking about like, yo, we should do something like that, and it just Rona.
Oh, like okay, yeah. I think Johnny Keys posted something like that.
Yeah, Keys. Yeah, me and Keys was talking about it.
Yeah. Damn.
And it just the Rona put a stop to it, man. It sucked.
It stopped everything. A lot of things goes back to. But you put it into perspective, it's like, oh shit.
But it's also opening a new thing. Like it's forcing artists to be in their own head, to be with themselves, and forcing us to find new ways to do things. Like there's gonna be a whole sound that's gonna be created by artists who went out and they bought their own USB mics, and they decided, like, I'm gonna start recording myself. I can't get to my engineer, I can't get to my producer, so I'm gonna start recording myself and I'm gonna figure it out. So there's gonna be these artists or producers who are now gonna do it this way, and it's gonna bring a whole nother new sound because of it.
So the sound's gonna change?
Yeah.
A new wave?
It's gonna change, dude. It's gonna change to something.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Yeah, of course, man. Anytime there's something new. Hold on real quick. We're gonna put a pause on this one. Right. Man, I love doing this shit.
Yeah, me too, man. Honestly, me too. It feels like we're together. It feels like we're in the room. Like, honestly, straight up.
All right, so come back. There's gonna be a new sound coming back. There's gonna be a new sound that's gonna come out of this.
Like what though? Like you think of like what?
I don't know. I see samples coming back because we're becoming nostalgic again. Right. We're looking into our past. We're being in our home. Like there's gonna be kids who are so with their friends so much that they probably haven't talked to their parents or talked to their older heads. I've been like, yo, what music do you listen to? Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be this pocket of music that hasn't been touched or tapped that's gonna be retapped.
Angry music.
A little bit angry. Yeah, there's gonna be some angry Public Enemy, Run the Jewels type shit.
Yeah,
gonna be coming out. But there's also gonna be a lot of reflective music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People are gonna be touching the soul samples more. They're gonna be looking for keys. Flutes are dying, and that's kind of where I think that's where the music's gonna be going to. And there's gonna be a lot of experimentation because again, you have artists who've never had an engineer for themselves or produce for themselves that are forced to do it now. So they're going to learn how to do things their way. And it's going to sound wrong at first, but there's going to be one kid who's going to figure it out. It's going to sound right. And it's going to be enough. Right. Like distortion on 808s and stuff like that, man. Like there's, like you think about, you brought up 808s and heartbreaks. Like that brought a whole new sound.
Right. Distortion, it came back. Distortion is new for the kids.
So
in hip hop.
Yeah. But like we had a whole era of not really saying anything, just making fun music.
Right. Okay.
Now we're going back to saying something, to really having a conversation about what's going down.
Mumble rap is done, hopefully.
Yeah, it's gonna be done like boom bap was done, meaning it's never gonna be like. That's the beauty about hip hop. No music is ever dead. It just takes a little step back. It's there if you want it. There's people who are always gonna be feeding it. And you're going to find a few artists who are going to do it better or do it just as good. So you're not going to lose that.
You like Lil Yachty?
Lil Yachty? Yeah. I've heard a few of his stuff that like I can stomach, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what
I mean? I heard a few songs. I'm like, okay, well, is it good or not? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's really like half the time it's like, nah, that shit just ain't for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I love the baby.
The baby.
I think the baby's the hard as hell.
Okay.
You know, but I like
Difference.
southern beats, and I like motherfuckers who spit.
Right.
And
So
that
Southern was in too for a while, remember? Like Southern rap, like what's his
that was
name?
the shit that was on the rise.
Yeah, Bun B.
You had Meg Thee Stallion, you had the Baby, you had Stood on B, you had Juicy J. Like you had a lot of the southern artists were really, really coming up to the top. This shit popped off, and now who's coming back up?
Right.
You
Obviously, Jay-Z's gonna always be there.
Jay-Z's always gonna be there. Drake's always gonna be there. I mean, you have to do. You don't need to say anything at all.
They're just gonna follow the rhythm too. They'll follow the rhythm.
I'm curious to see what Kanye's gonna do.
Right.
I'm really curious to see what Kanye's gonna do, man.
Because he kind of leads the sound.
Yeah.
He does, right?
And he's just one of those dudes where he's always on this shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just curious to see what he's gonna do. I'm curious to see what Kid Cudi's gonna do. I'm curious to see, I don't know. Like I want another Mexican rapper to come out. You know,
that's
like
what's the Latin stuff, the Latin feel stuff. Like that Latin stuff is
like
popular too.
You had Bad Bunny, J Balvin. Like those dudes were really coming up. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we're going in an era where we were avoiding the problems by partying, and we can't avoid the problem anymore. We can't. We can't dismiss it. We can't look the other way. Like the shit's in our face. Mm. You know, so it is gonna force a new sound. Okay. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I hear you. That's what I'm saying. I'm staying quiet because it makes sense. I mean, you can't run away. You're right. We're running away. People are making music to run away to make that, you know, to the club, to dance, to. Which
is good. I mean, you kind of want that too. I mean, you need both. You can't have one without the other. Because if you're only giving me lyrical miracle, the world is woe is me and all this shit, I'm going to fucking kill. Like, I don't want to listen to that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need something that's going to be funny. I need that shit. Like to me, one of the greatest albums as well was like Country Grammar by Nelly. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
shit. Going down, baby. That one?
And that was at the time where I was like listening heavy underground shit.
Right.
But like you listen to too much underground, after a while, it's like, come on, man. Like, how many songs can I listen about your ex? Like, hey. let me listen to something about the next, and you know, let's have some fuck around music.
Yeah. I was listening to Still Tipping on 4/4s yesterday. You know, that sounded straight. You know what I mean? Because I like that shit. You know, I like that. But then I also listen to my political shit like Kendrick Lamar right now. Like that shit is popular as well. Like whatever Kendrick Lamar is speaking, I'm like, oh shit, well this is relatable as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm curious to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
A lot of people are on him about like, yo, why haven't you put out shit? And it's like, yo, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like allow the artist to do what he's doing. Because when it does come out, you're gonna be happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
this, like the podcast stuff. Like I was like, all right, I'm ready. We're ready. I was like, all right, I'm ready. Let's fucking do this. So what the fuck am I waiting for?
If we'd have done it a few weeks ago, who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows how the conversation would have gone? Who knows if we would have had a real conversation?
Straight up.
Like, it's just one of those things where things happen for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna come out as they come out. You're gonna get it when you get it. Like the level of entitlement that we get sometimes is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Because we have everything at our fingertips. We have Netflix, we have Hulu, we have Amazon, we have all this shit where we can get it at any moment. And when you can't force your artist to do what you want them to do, it's like, oh no, it's fucked up. But art. It shouldn't be digestible that quickly, and it shouldn't be this thing where it's like you get it whenever you want it. Like you're gonna get it when the artist gives it to you because it's some shit to create.
Yeah, when they want to do it. Yeah,
it's hard to create, man. It is. Yeah. It's hard to create, man. Especially a lot of us, man. We're used to creating with other people, and right now we can't. We can't really be around each other. Mm-hmm. You know,
forced to be locked in and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So you're forced to create by yourself. I got really lucky in that I've been creating by myself for a hot minute.
Right.
And I did it when I joined the military and when I came back. Like I've built my studio for me to do everything that I could do because I didn't have strong like shit to do it all the time. So, but that's a rarity.
But yeah, exactly. Because you were building it on the way up. You know, and same thing here, yeah.
Yeah, and even me, I'm like losing my mind, dude. I'm like texting Manners and fucking Milio, like, yo, what's up? Like, say hi to me, like, talk to me. Like, I'm losing I'm losing my mind. You know what I mean? Or,
I was enjoying it, dude. I was really enjoying it. And just recently, I was like, all right, man, I need to do some shit.
yeah, man.
Honestly, recently, I was like, I'm losing my mind now. I'm like, I gotta fucking, let me fucking, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's do something. You know what I mean? I was giving excuses like, I don't record here. I don't want to record here. I don't want to do the Zoom, this and that. But no, I'm like, fuck it, dude.
It's not that bad.
Not bad. I love it.
Not that bad.
I love it. Yeah.
Not that bad. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, it's just one of those things, man.
Oh no, I saw Zoom like a new technology that I didn't want to learn, and I was like, oh shit, I'm old now. So I'm like, I don't want to learn that. I'm like, okay, all right, fuck it though. Let me just. I know it's easy. I'll just, we'll get it. You know what I mean? My main concern was audio too. My main important thing, because I've heard some podcasts before. I'm like, my audio thing is, if your podcast sounds like shit with bad audio, it's not a podcast. It's like, dude,
but right now it's one of those things where you get a green light. Yeah. Everyone's audio is going to be a little bit messed up. The funny thing about it, I'm using my compressor mic. You're using your compressor mic.
Yeah.
This is probably some of the best audio we've ever had.
With that note, dude, straight up, right?
Add to the fact that Zoom is doing all of our editing for us.
That is dope too. That is, I don't have to do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, like, you know what? Maybe when we get together, we're still gonna Zoom, but just in the same room.
On the other side. I'll be over there by the door.
Yeah, so it is dope, man. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to do it. I'm glad we've been doing this. You know what I mean?
Does this thing have a timer on it or anything?
No, but I think we're good. I'm happy.
Man. Fuck yeah.
I'm happy, man. Yeah, I'm happy now.
I'm happy to fucking see you and talk to you, bro. To be honest with you, know what I mean?
Bro, same here, man. No pause.
I'm gonna write a song about it, dude.
Ah.
About Kanye and shit.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Like, subscribe, hit us up for new music to listen to or whatever to talk about, man. Fuck it, we're back.
Hey, for sure, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Peace.